Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We're live on the Highline Broadcasting with coverage of the Australian NASCAR X Series. We rock and roll to Auto Club Speedway on this Tuesday night. Aussie mates and mateys, welcome to coverage of the drivers ready to roll. So, we're at Auto Club Speedway. You think of this 2-mile layout, no closed, the historic, aggressive precision banking. Drivers can go high and low, 2 and 3 wide easily can happen, and under the lights at night makes it even more special. The strategy of handling, finding the right setup, not overusing tires on this abrasive racetrack is the strategy and what we will be watching forefront tonight as we welcome you to coverage on, of course, Highline. Coverage of this broadcast, coverage on Highline presented by Nitro. I'm Wesley Outland, Nigel Siddell alongside, and we welcome you to round number 7 of the season. I can't believe I'm saying that, Nigel. Auto Club tonight.
I can't believe I'm saying it either, and good evening, everyone. Welcome. I'm glad to be back. Thanks to Andy last week for filling in for me on Mrs.'s birthday, so happy birthday to her. We better get back to the grid because we're about to go green.
Now there's a look at the point standings. Obviously on the road to the chase after Darlington last week. Ethan Winter is the only 2-time winner of the season. He won Daytona, and he won last week at Darlington. Let's get ready to set the lineup for you tonight here at Auto Club as they are not wasting no time. Dave Olgie and Zach is on the pole for Nitro, and Vermillion's Wayne Burke on row number 1. What a field of cars we have. Row 2 will find Ethan Winter, obviously winner last week, and Scott Rankin on the outside for Team Vortex. Angus Lawford and Jared Philsell from Project 36 and Lobs on row number 3. Beautiful field of cars. Row 4, Vortex, Tyler Williams in 99, and Vermillion's Ben Faulkner in the 28. Row number 5 will find Brad Newman, last year's champion, and Britton Hobson in the 88 Superflow throwback from Days of Thunder, row number 5.
Row number 6, P11, is Jacob O'Reilly from Vermilion Esports. Hayden Millings making his first start in the series tonight in P number 12. Row number 7, Josh Perwin from Vermilion Esports. On his outside of the position 14's Nitro Racing's Dave Douglas. Position 15, Fitzroy Beaumont for Vermilion Esports. Matt Danson in the 30, coming out of 16th for Altus Esports. Row number 9, Samuel Wright in his first start tonight from New Zealand in P17. On his outside is Jason Holdsworth from Nitro Racing. In row number 10, Blaine Densley from Vermilion Esports with Trent Godley rounding out your top 20 tonight, and we're not done yet.
We're not done. You're exactly right. You read my mind. 15,000 miles away from Australia to the U.S. Michael Smith and Jamie Davis will make up row number 11. Row 12 on the grid, Luke Trehair will find Aaron Borg alongside on row 12, top 24. Row 13, another Days of Thunder throwback with Tom Freer and Daniel Boyd alongside for Vortex. Row 14, Josh Micklemore, the inaugural series champion for Team Nitro, and Keith Hackney for Nitro from Georgia to the outside. Top 30, another Nitro driver, Jason Martin, 11th at Martinsville in real life from Trackhouse and Racing for Lobs, Shane Van Gisbergen. He'll start 30th tonight.
Eric Koch coming out of Singapore there in P31. 32, Kobe D for Eclipse Sim Sports in 32. Row 17, Tim Blundell for Blundell Sim Racing. On his outside is Clayton Davis for Tanner Petite Racing. P35, as we go down the back straight away there. Ryan Barber for Southern Stars with Michael Campbell in the 619 in position 36. Position 37, Dane Diego Staden from AWR with Brad Wright coming out of position 38. And 2 more cars to go. Brendan the Cooch Griffiths for Project 36 and P39, and Kelvin Clark in the 777 for 19. Rounds out our field of 40 cars tonight.
A 40-car field ready here at Auto Club. Let's take a look at the race analysis for tonight. It is 125 laps. Stage 1 and 2 are 30 laps apiece. And then there is a 65-lap stage to take you to the finish. Overtime, 3 attempts if need be. Ozzy makes it mateys. Round number 7 of the season. Auto Club, though gone in real life, racing history begins again here on iRacing as we're green and you have a virtual race.
The cars, we might see 4 or 5 wide coming into turn number 1. Wesley, look at them go on the outside there. Big movers in the field already.
Yeah, I love this place. Probably one of the greatest races they ever had was probably the finale in 2021. And we got trouble back straight away. Trey Hare's car turned the wrong way. Other cars bobbing, weaving, zigging, zagging to miss. The black and green Sparco number 13. And the caution will come out immediately on lap number 1.
There's a big crash behind it. Looks like the 13 got loose from what I can see. I could be wrong as we see in the back here or not. That gets into the 95, gets into him, sends him around. Oh, look at the car dodging.
He did get turned around from somebody, didn't he? My goodness, why can't we be friends?
The 95. Is that Josh Perwin in the 95?
I believe that's Williams.
Michael Smith.
Yeah, Michael Smith, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Just too early for this, Nigel. Anyhow.
It's a long race. We've got a long race. We've got 125 laps, 2 stages to go through tonight as well. And it's a little bit early. I do agree with that. But what's the strategy start to play out already? Look for something to look out for tonight, everyone, is there's tyre strategy and fuel strategy. Like these cars can do between 37 and 40 laps. So that's one numbered for everyone to remember later on in the run.
And by the way, we were having a conversation with Scott Rankin, one of the drivers, and we were chatting and we were talking to him pre-race, and they were talking about tires, and he said, Wesley, Nigel, if you start seeing the back end of the tires really cars hitting sideways, it's because the tires are gone. So strategy wise, we'll have to see who will take advantage of saving their equipment, and most of all, not overusing the race car. Some drivers already taking the initiative. If you look coming down on pit road in the back here, Nigel, wow, got a handful of cars now.
Oh, that's right. If you top up these cars at the back have got really nothing to lose but to come down and top their cars up with fuel, and away they go again. That's even right. On that restart there, Wesley, Daniel Boyd's up 5, Aaron Borg's up 5 positions, Brad Newman's up 4 as well. He's into the top 5 as well. So those guys there are already on the move. Clayton Davis and Kelvin Clark, the biggest movers so far. Up 6 positions, and 8 positions for Kelvin Clark.
Jamie Davis, Ryan Barber, Brandon Chooch Griffiths, Luke Trahare obviously involved in the caution of the back straightaway. Keith Hackney and Brad Wright all coming down to the pit lane here and back in the positions there. And we got a car that did not start the race. He attempted to start, but will not take the green. That's Tom Pritchard in position number 41, the 91 car. So here's the point standings, by the way. We showed a glimpse of it earlier before the starting lineup, but here it is. And Nigel, as we said, right after Darlington, there's only one two-time winner, and that's the Daytona Darlington winner, Ethan Winter. And he's got the points lead, but not by much. And obviously the key is to stay in the top 12 as we show you on Highline the point standings presented by Nitro Racing as we move into the final 5 races before the push to the chase. No longer playoffs, no longer the win and you're in format, obviously. If you're wanting to make the chase, you're going to need to push things. And a couple of drivers just mere points on the outside looking in, like Hobson or Gardner, or even Dave O, who started on the pole for this race tonight.
Well, those drivers, we will look at the standings here too, Wesley. Sorry, I had something in my throat. I got it out now. Brendan Hobson, Griffin Gardner, and Dave O. There's also Scott Rankin are probably drivers that could probably get that win, and even Fitzroy Beaumont's good enough to get a win as well. So these guys here will be looking on that inside as well, thinking we got to start scoring some impressive points, maybe get a win, take away 2 or 3 top 5s, because they all matter now. It's not matter if you're in or you win, you need points. And unfortunately, you just got to bank those top 5s.
And by the way, Shane Van Gisbergen is here, driver, of course, from Auckland, New Zealand, a driver that dominated in the Cup Series on the road courses last year. Got himself a top 15, 11th place finish at Martinsville in the Cookout 400 on Sunday in the NASCAR Cup Series race. And it's awesome to have Shane Van Gisbergen joining us. We've had Brody Kentucky, V8 Supercar Series champion, join us. They both won. And the reason why they're not in the standings is because this is not the winning you're in format. They're not full-time drivers, obviously, but we have had the privilege of seeing both of them. Kostecki not here tonight, but Shane Van Gisbergen is. Watch SVG slowly but surely climb the pylon. We see him do that all the time. As we go back to green here, the winner on a great restart, overranked in it. Dave Olgie and Zach, a couple of trio of Toyotas, now 4 Toyotas. Brad Newman on the mix to say, go! Close each other up top.
Now, who can remember only a couple of weeks ago? Remember a couple of weeks ago, Wesley, them two had a little bit of a run-in, Dave Owen and Scott Rankin. So watch out for that as we go 3 wide down to turn number 3.
Dave Olgie and Zach Mann just gave us a massive scare just a moment ago and used him up there just a moment ago, and somehow they got through it. And they did. Ethan Winter now working into the corner.
3 wide there, but to back there, Wesley, with those 3 cars. Just at the back, I'm just trying to get the numbers on some of those cars, but I can't quite see in there at the moment. The 222, the 99 of Tyler Williams is in there as well, having a go. We've got Jacob O'Reilly, Brandon Hobson as well. So fierce battles up and down the grid right now.
Brad Newman now the new leader up on the high side. He's got Winter behind him. And there goes Wayne Burke. By the way, they are racing into the dusk, into the night. This race will end under the lights in darkness, and the temperature change will definitely be a factor as this race moves into later on tonight in this event. Right now, temperature is around 70 degrees on track temp. Sim temp 66. Northeast wind at 9 miles an hour, and the humidity is at 50%.
And if you're watching out there online anywhere, just let us know where you're watching from. Join in the chat. Don't be shy to tell us where you're watching from tonight, and we'll give a shout out to you.
Fighting for that position. We'll keep an eye on it. Oh, 3 wide, 4 wide. Look at this. We told you they could do it here, but they got to respect one another. Great racing on the back straightaway as you watch now. Some of these drivers climb the 44. Way up high, Samuel Wright. He got used up, and he's going from the penthouse to the outhouse. Unbelievable racing right here, Nigel. Right out of the gate here. Yeah.
And some of the biggest movers once again, Kobe Deep, he's into the top 15 now, up 18. Diego Staddon, he's just outside the top 20 at the moment, up 15. So those guys there are on the charge here at the moment. Quickest man on track though at the moment is Wayne Burke. So watch out for Wayne Burke. We'll get some graphics up in a little bit shortly, and some of the great work that our producer does, Dean in the booth. He will gets all the lap times, and he will also have some graphics later, and there's the biggest mover coming out on the screen there right now.
Three wide racing, pack racing all over the track. We're 3 wide again. And this track's wide enough to do that. But you've got to respect your fellow man. You got to also race the car, but you got to race the track, and you got to race your fellow man. And you can't be too aggressive. If not, you will tear cars up early.
That's right. And we've got the stage break in 10, 20 laps time too. So these guys will be making some major adjustments to these cars, because it has come from the daylight into the dark now. So these cars will change a lot under those conditions, and the track temperature will start to cool down. As we also go to the YouTube chat for 1 second there, Wesley, we've got people watching from Virginia, New Zealand, Adelaide, all over the world tuning into Highline tonight for this race, and we thank everyone for joining us tonight.
Hey, Nigel, before we go any further, man, let's give some love to our buddy. Let's give some love to our buddy, Dylan McDonald. He is celebrating a birthday. Well, he celebrated a birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to our buddy, Dylan McDonald, one of the guys that work on the broadcast crew. He officially celebrated his birthday yesterday. So I'll see him on Thursday in Talladega for the truck.
Happy birthday, Dylan. We don't have to guess his age anymore. I think he was his
No, we ain't playing that now. He's 29. He's 30th now. He's 30.
Yeah.
30 years old. I'm still older than him.
And if you just look at that graphic that our Dean in the trailer just put up there, and he put a graphic up there that shows you just how these guys are working in the cars with the RPMs and the speed of what they're doing on track there. Those things will start to change throughout the race as well. We see Angus Lawford here, miles per hour, what gear he's in, his RPM. And you would see when he starts to slow down there as well, the RPMs come off. And these cars are actually working. It's not absolutely flat out when they go around these big corners.
Yeah, there's some throttling going on, or they're at least lifting off. Watch them going back in the red means they're over pushing the RPMs, and we got a caution. Problems on the back straightaway, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of cars.
Looks like it was involved. Ryan Barber was involved with that.
Yeah. Car in the 39th position, so it's going to be Barber and Campbell, it looks like. Caution will come out
Luke
again.
Trahir is involved. Michael Campbell's involved.
I say Trey Hare. Do you say Trey Hare? Trey Hare? Trey Hare. There it is. Oh,
whoa.
Baby. Daniel Boyd said, hold on, baby. Hold on, guys. And we are sideways. And then Trey Hare lost it on the opening lap, and then he gets into the machine of Michael Campbell. And there it is, trouble on the back straightaway as we are closing in on 14 laps here in a 30-lap stage just before the midway point of stage 1 here at Auto Club. Here's a look at it again, Nigel.
As we just say, just Daniel Boyd, I think, got into the back. If we just go to the front view of Daniel Boyd's car, we might be able to see exactly what's actually happened.
Yeah, whatever happened, Daniel Boyd had a piece of it. Daniel Boyd was just racing alongside the 36, and him and Chooch made contact. You got the Chooch, baby. And then around goes those 619, and nowhere to go for that driver as the Australian Wide Racing CT Electrical of Michael Campbell gets collected. And another caution flag. By the way, it's the second caution of the race. Second one. Another look at it again, Nigel.
Yeah, so Trahir had nowhere to go. Just one of those unlucky incidents. I don't think there's that much damage on these cars, and especially with the track being so big, you can get a lot of damage fixed on these cars on pit road, and you won't go down a lap. So let's just see who does come down pit road and who doesn't. Just remember, there's only 4 sets of tyres for the
We
series
got
and 120 butts.
We've got drivers in the back that are deciding to come in and box on the pit lane. Blaine Dinsley, Jamie Davis, Trey Ayer, obviously, Clayton Davies, Timo Blundell, Brad Wright, Michael Campbell. Those drivers will come down to pit road. By the way, coverage of the Australian NASCAR X Series is brought to you by Nitro Racing. For oval setups in Cup, O'Reilly, and Truck, join the garage and find them on Discord at Nitro Racing. Don't forget round number 7 of the Australian NASCAR Truck Series. Aussie mates and mateys. Get you a Vegemite sandwich, a Foster's, and join us on Thursday night for coverage from Talladega with, of course, Dean on production, myself, and the birthday boy from yesterday, Dylan McDonald. Talladega this Thursday night. Nothing like Talladega. I love Talladega. It's going to be a wild one.
Can't wait. 4 or 5 wide there. It's going to be an incredible race. I remember last year's race. I was racing 4 or 5 wide, I think, for close to the whole race. If you can remember, Wesley, that was one. It was in the playoffs. It was in the playoffs, that race. An absolute belter of a race. As we see some of the biggest movers on screen at the moment, Kobe Deef's up 18. Dane Diego Snedden is up 15. Aaron Borg's 15. SVG's up 10. Now he's inside he's in the top 20 there. And Brendan Cooch is up 9 in position 30.
I said keep an eye on SVG, right? He's climbing up down to the 21st position. Started in the back, working his way already. Still plenty of racing left to go. Let's set up a restart for you. Teammate to SVG for Lobs, Brad Newman, the defending series champion, up on the front row. Ethan Winter alongside Dave Oljanczak, our buddy from Charleston, South Carolina. He's coming off of a win, by the way, in the truck group last week. Angus Lawford, row 2. Wayne Burke, Ben Faulkner, top 5. Row 3. Todd Rankin, Jared Fullsell, row 4. Tyler Williams, Aaron Ford in the top 10. If you're doing the math, that is 5 Toyotas, 2 Chevrolets, 3 Chevrolets. Holy cow, let me clarify here. 6 Toyotas, 3 Chevrolets, and 1 Ford in the top 10. That's it. No Rams. Matter of fact, nobody tonight is driving a Dodge Ram as they get ready to come back to the restart zone. Back to it again. Yeah, I did it again. I'm sorry. The trucks are on Thursday night. That's right. My bad. Guys, leave me alone. It's 5:15 in the morning American time. Back to green. Wrong series. My bad.
There's a lot of cars out there. As we see Newman get right up there, we go 3 right. And already
out there. Let's want to make sure everybody's out there. Nice. What the hell is this guy talking about? Ram cars? Ram trucks? Ram cars? Yeah. No, they literally ram cars. They all can become ram cars. Newman, great jump out in front again as they dive into the corner. What a launch away from Winter and Oljanczak. Lawford and Burke. And we're 3 wide, coming out of 4.
Tyler Williams in the 99. He's looking really fast tonight for Vortex Imports. Teammate of Ethan last week at Darlington. Working hard this week trying to dial these sets up ready for this race. Now, a lot of work had to go into these sets this week because they had to go and build them. They had a lot of work that had to be done for these teams. A lot of teams would have done thousands of laps making sure they've got their right set up for tonight's race. To showcase what they've got to all you guys watching at home.
We just saw a moment ago where a car got almost put up in the fence there. Luckily, they expand. This track is wide enough where you can do that. You see all them black lines on the pavement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could actually go 6, 7 wide if you're brave enough. 4 and 5 wide is easily something that we do.
New fastest lap, Jared Fullsell. Oh, now Ryan Barber in the 05 for Southern Stars.
If anybody wanted to know, Auto Club Speedway, last time they ran this configuration was in 2021. And then they totally tore the track apart in the efforts of wanting to make it into a half mile. And then, guess what happened? The contract fell through. Construction ceased in the middle of trying to redo operations. And it has sat and lied dormant in Fontana, California since then. And people are just hoping that somebody will see the light. A light bulb will go off in someone's head. Ding! And they'll get Auto Club Speedway back up again. But for right now, it's sitting there rotting, Nigel.
Well, I thought half of it's already been put into a warehouse. Half of the lead.
So the back straightaway is putting, no, you're exactly right. The back straightaway has been put into a warehouse, but that was already in the plans. The idea was to make the track become a small half-mile racetrack, which obviously is going to look really, it's going to be really damn small compared to a 2-mile oval, and then you got a little half-mile track on the front straightaway. Well, they started putting up the warehouse and all the things on the back straightaway, but the operations ceased right after they started tearing down what was left of the racetrack and configuring it to a half mile. And it's been there for a couple of years now, and it's been, I think the craziest thing they ever did was take it apart. I don't know what they were thinking. But you know what, though? The bottom line is Nigel, and I hate to say it, it's the economics. It was the economy, and it was the fact that the market was not popular over there anymore. And that's why they got rid of it.
And that's why we're racing here tonight. It got scanned by iRacing, and we're here tonight, and we're right on board with Davo here at the moment. A battle for the lead here between Newman, Ethan Winter, and Davo starting to brew here. 9 to go. Every stage point matters.
So the planned short track configuration of Auto Club Speedway as we try to go high and low. Look at this battle. Oh, you gotta love it. A couple of Lobs cars right there. Working around there. That Newman, Phil Sell, and others. And Dave O, hold on. Newman back to the lead. Phil says I'll cover the bottom. Dave O up high. By the way, under 10 remaining in stage one. The plan was, Nigel, a half mile. Kind of like they do to Martinsville, right? But it all stopped. It all come to a cease. And this track, this is the 2-mile oval, E-shaped oval. 14 degrees of progressive banking, 11 degrees on the front straightaway, 3,100 feet in length. 3 degrees of banking on the backstretch at 2,500 feet. 75 feet of width and 15 feet of apron. I mean, this is a wide, aggressive, banking, wide track where you can really put on some exciting racing. As now, Dave O up high on Newman out of 4. Can't do it.
So right now, we've got Newman, Dave O, we've got Wayne Burke, Bill Sell. And we've also got Ben Faulkner's up there as well with Ethan Winter. We have a massive battle with 7 cars all trying to battle for that lead. Forward.
Bill Sell tried to go to the high side. He got the block thrown on him. And now it's going to be the Dave-O sandwich for Lobs. As Newman and Phil Sell try to split by the 3-1-1. And all the while, Burke and Winter licking their chops. Ready to pounce. One goes high, one goes low. Pick a card, any card. Pick a lane, any lane.
Yeah, I think this will be Newman's first stage win for the year as well. I think, if my memory serves me correct. Wesley, he'd be hoping to get that stage win. Davo going to the inside there. He's going to take the lead, but he's going to.
I think, yeah. Everyone's a winner, baby. Sing a little cream.
Wayne Burke's back up and down the top 3. Now, this will be interesting to see too, Wesley, is as these cars are going on, these guys haven't taken tyres yet. So when you go later in the run, they'll know exactly how their car's going to feel under the tyres, and they'll make a few extra changes on pit road during the stage breaks. So these guys up the front will have an extra set of tyres than the guys at the back who went down pit road earlier during the stage.
And coming to the line now with under 5 remaining. That's less than 8 miles now. 3 wide, Burke in the middle for Team Vermilion in the middle of the lob sandwich. He says, I don't want any piece of this. And he splits between the bread. Goes up top. Number 4 wide coming out of turn 4 with 3 to go. Are you kidding me?
Now, just remember, Ben Faulkner and Phil Sell had a little bit of a disagreement at Phoenix as well. So just remember that was one thing to look out for. Davo's under a big lead there. But just remember, too, the draft does come into effect here as well. So he will be looking for someone to push him ahead, because if all these cars link up, they will be faster than Davo, especially going down the back straights.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Whoa, hold on there. Look at this. Aaron Borg just got used up. Poetry in motion as he's got to now fight it off, shake it off, and get back up on the racetrack. Coming down to 2 to go here in Stage 1 at Auto Club. Shane Van Gisbergen in the top 10. He's up to 8th. I told you.
Oh, one spinning? No, we're right. I thought we had one spin in the background. It's all good.
Closing in on the end of stage number 1. Dave Olgey and Zach from Charleston, South Carolina. A winner on the Truck Series, now trying to make some noise in Team X. From the US of A, holding off everyone. Ethan Winter, Brad Newman, Wayne Burke, Cody Heath now the photo winner. Up to 5th, in stage 1, Nigel.
Cody Deeth as well, he's on the move into the top 5 as well. He's now up 27 positions, but Shane Van Gisbergen is now in the top 10 as well in 8th. He's on the charge as well. Last lap for him was a 40.58, so he's on the move as well. Still the quickest man on track at the moment is still Davo.
Look at Dave Olgey and Zach for Nitro. He is gone. As we got a car really loose, saw some smoke there for a minute. Olgey and Zach will hold on to his position. Winner, 2-time winner and defending most recent winner. Not gonna get him at Darlington. Here they come to the line. Stage 1 winner for Nitro, and Dave Olgey and Zach will get it done. So Dave Olgey and Zach from Charleston, South Carolina, the Mod Squad. Number 311 will pick up stage number 1. Ethan Winter second. Burke, Newman, Deeth top 5. Perwine, Williams, Faulkner, Shane Van Gisbergen, and O'Reilly. Your top 10. Yes, wake up, Virginian. Hayden. Yes, Shane Van Gisbergen, the guy that finished 11th in the NASCAR Cup Series Cookout 400. Got a top 15 at Darlington also the other week ago. Yes, that's him, and he is here, and he's already got a win this year on the series. He won at a track that's very similar. Well, Phoenix is not like Auto Club, but, maybe in configuration, I would say maybe, Vegas, where we were a couple of weeks ago, honestly, Nigel, might be similar to Auto Club, except it's a little bit bigger, Auto Club is. But, yeah, that's stage 1.
The thing is with Auto Club is it's easy to start flat-footing it and getting around the track thinking that you've got lots of speed, but after 5 laps, your speed falls off pretty quick because you wear up your tyre, especially going around the outside of the track because it's so brutal up there on your tyres. So that's one thing to look out for tonight. I'm going to see all these cars go down pit road now and put on some new tyres and make some massive changes. These cars will be completely different in stage number 2, I guarantee you that.
And now we will see drivers get ready to come down the pit lane. Scott Rankin on camera. There he is. Scott Rankin joining us on the broadcast, as well as some others. We have some other camera angles to try to show you here in a little bit. Just him. There you go. Turn on your cameras, guys. Turn your cameras on. And we got pit stops now, Nigel. They're boxing, as we say in the in American terms. They're pitting, but to you Aussie mates and mateys, they're boxing.
Well, I say pitting. Still say pit road.
All right. Well, I don't feel left out then. All right. Well, we're seeing these guys pit. And they are doing just that.
A lot of cars
First 30 laps, Nigel. First 30 laps completed, buddy. What have you watched so far?
I've seen the Vermilion guys have brought some fast cars here tonight. Dave O for Nitro Racing's got a fast car. I think the Lobs guys as well are the ones to watch as well, but Cody Deefer's on the march in the 069 up 7. He had a massive run through the field to be up 25. He's one that I think will to watch out for everyone tonight, but I'm guaranteeing most of the crowd will be here to watch one man. I think he's in P11 at the moment.
Got a fast car. Keep thinking of that song when you said fast car. So, yeah. They all got fast cars. They're having a fun time. As there's your last pit stop info. Jamie Davis, by the way. Four tires, and everyone else taking 4 tires. Some fuel for some. And that, of course, is stage number 1. I thought you had to put the big puffy gloves on to box. That's boxing. That's boxing, Jesse. That's boxing. Add the ing to boxing. There you go. Well, I mean, I guess you could say you want to box, you know. Hopefully no boxing in this series, right? No boxing in this series.
The one thing to look out for at the restart, I think, Wesley, I think there's going to be some loose trucks out there. People that didn't make a few changes and we went a little bit too fast. So watch the restart. And I think we'll be close to 4 to 5 wide going into turn number 1. It's going to be great to watch.
We'll get ready to go for a restart. Here in California. Every time I think of California, I think of that song by Tupac, right, man? California love. There you go. Even Nigel knows it. Nigel knows it. And
I think of the Eagles song, Hotel California. That's why.
No Hotel California. And I like the Eagles, but come on, man. That's just too depressing. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave an Australian NASCAR. I'm messing. Let's go back to racing. Stage number 2, ladies and gentlemen, another 30 laps.
And we've got 41 people watching on live on Facebook and another 40 here. So a big crowd watching here tonight, Wesley. Bring him to the green.
Green flag.
Oh, Dean, that we have numbers on Facebook. Let's bring it back to you. Green flag. Look at them splitting 3, 4, 5 wide again. These guys ain't wasting no time getting back to the whip. Woo! Burke on the low side, up top side, Lawford. Keep an eye on him. Nick Davis at 92. And Davo now right in the middle of all this chaos. And look at Lobs. Teal, green, and blue cars coming to the front.
Car up there in the fence as well as Ethan Winter now takes the lead. Cody Deese in second. Davo comes to the on the inside there. Newman, Burke, Ilsell and SVG getting a massive run there on the inside.
Shane Van Gisbergen on the inside, clears around that car. Trying to hook up with Brad Newman, he's up to 4th. Jokingly, if you want to call them Rams, the Lobs Esports cars, they're like Rams, right? They're like Rams, they're a Rams team. And understanding Angus Lawford lost power. Oh, my goodness. Is it storming in Australia, Nigel?
Could be. We're a big country. Could be into it.
He said we're a big country. We're a big country. The sun goes out on Dean. We're going off the air, everybody. Okay, we're using the sun, solar power. There'll be a little blink, and then the electricity will click on. It's Winter in the lead. Ethan Winter now the new leader. Cody Deep, who won COTA, his first ever Australian NASCAR win, and now Newman, defending champion of that and Truck Series last year. Behind him in third is Shane Van Gisbergen. Yes, for those that are asking, that is the Auckland, New Zealand multi-time V8 Supercar champion and driver in the Cup Series of Trackhouse, Shane Van Gisbergen, teammate for Lobbs on a part-time schedule, and he's up in fifth with Wayne Burke as well.
Now, the fastest man on track last lap was Brad Newman with a 40.29, so watch him come through there.
Danson high side, Berg up top, and so is Berg. And Aaron Borgen, they'll all be able to muscle their way through. Okay, contact! 3 wide in the back!
Here we go. We got, looks like the 222 and the 119's in there as well. Hayden Millings, Josh Mickelmore and Jacob O'Reilly. Hayden Millings in the 119. His first start in the series tonight from New Zealand, so we welcome him to the series for the first time. So far into the top 15.
No storms here, just random power out of the whole area. There you go. What can Brown do for you? As Winter, the new leader. Look at these guys. They finally get into formation of their single file. How long, though? Not for long. Right now, already 1/3 of the way through. 10 in. 20 to go now in stage 2. And Shane Van Gisbergen, fastest guy on the racetrack, now in fourth.
Aaron Borg just outdid SVG then for the fastest man on track. As we run on board here with Aaron Borg here as well. What we should do is maybe next lap we take a ride in one of the cars and just show you how hard these guys are working inside the cockpit on the steering wheels, and put a graphic up as well to show the RPMs and that, and give everyone a bit of a insight into at home that are new to sim racing, that these guys actually are doing a lot of work.
All right, for everybody that's asking, let's go on board with Shane Van Gisbergen and see what type of ride he has got going on here at Virtual Auto Club. Notice he's hard on the wheel. And at one time, Nigel, he clocked at 198 miles an hour.
So your spotter will be telling me at the moment.
Hanson on the inside of the 30.
So for those that are kind of new to NASCAR racing that's watching, the spotter will be telling there's someone on the inside, so he would be watching that because he wouldn't be able to see that while he's in the car. As we see the 069 of Cody Deeth up in front as well. Has he gone too early though on his tyres? Falling back through the field once again, back into third. Yeah, was running really strong, but Matt Danson's on the charge too. He's certainly one to watch as well. After some disappointing results so far this season, he's looking to make amends and get that win.
Side by side now. In the middle, Shane Van Gisbergen, Danson on the inside. The Australian NASCAR Championship defending champion. And Cody Deeth, the winner at COTA. All there. By the way, Brad Newman in second. Our reigning champion of the Australian NASCAR X and Truck Series, the all-time winner of the series with 23 wins. Tied with Holdsworth and Danson behind him in second for 20 wins apiece. And all the while, Ethan Winter last week, winner at Darlington, he's got now 13 wins. He's currently fell out of the tie. He's leading the way here. Ethan Winter trying to not only become a 3-time winner this year, but a back-to-back winner after winning at Darlington. Also, Nigel working off the corners where midway point takes two.
For those that are watching it at home and want to know the speeds of these cars, from first position down to 38 position, there's actually only 7/10 of a second between the whole field as far as their lap time goes. Even though the field is starting to spread out, all these guys are running very, very quick. It's just the draft and a few little things like that. So a lot of these teams will be working and speaking to their crew chiefs behind the scenes. And when we go to stage 3, I think you're going to see a completely different race than what everyone's seeing now.
Yeah, one of the things that we were told from Scott Rankin was that there was a little bit of an open setup for drivers, and some have took advantage of the help from all the nitro racing people to help them with the setups and to figure these cars out. And I think we're going to see that long run coming up as now Winter and Danson flip-flop. Newman's up there, 3-car battle for the fight with 15 to go in stage 2. Newman up the middle. He threaded between Winter and Danson. How the hell did he pull that off there, Nigel? Oh, I thought there was going to be a crash.
I thought the same too, as Danson runs to that inside there. Oh, he's just going to see if he can push Ethan up the track a little bit. There in the 39, they both get through. SVG he covers Aaron Borg behind as well. We got a battle on our hands here with only 14 laps to go. Stage points now.
The Dormant Auto Club Speedway in Fontana. Man, I miss this place. Races like this right here make me think to myself, why did they get rid of it, Nigel? Unbelievable.
Oh, couldn't agree with you more. I just always remember this race. It's been about the 3rd race in the Cup Series. They used to do a swing between, if my memory serves me correct,
used to be race number 3 of the season. Yes, you're exactly right. Yep.
So yeah, if you're watching out there online on the Facebook at the moment, don't be shy. Tell us where you're watching from, who you're supporting tonight. Be part of the action, be part of the community. Go like and subscribe to the YouTube channel over at Highline. The link for that's in the description. And yeah, follow the Facebook page as well. It's great to have a massive following that we're starting to get. And yeah, love putting these broadcasts and the show on for everyone at home. As we see Scott Rankin there. Looks like he's concentrating a little bit hard there.
Wake up, Scott! Scott, there's some coffee in your mug. Drink it. By the way, for all of y'all Aussie makes and babies, it's 8:51 Australian Standard Time for y'all, Australian Eastern Standard Time on a Tuesday night. For me, it is 5:51 a.m. Tuesday morning. So Tuesday night for y'all, Tuesday morning for me. So for guys like, what's his face in Virginia, Hayden, I guess it's Hayden Long, E-E-N-N-N. We're waking up early in the morning. So, and I take nothing away. Nigel sometimes, Dean has to get up early in the morning for American broadcasts he does with me that are like in the afternoon or in the afternoon at night. So, no problem. Rewind, dancing on the bottom. Get in there, baby. 30 on the inside, and look at Newman. Oh, what a feeling, baby. They were dancing on the ceiling just a moment ago, Dino. And yes, music trivia is going on as we speak, Nigel.
I was about to start, but I thought I'm going to concentrate on the race with 11 to go. It's a bit too early for that just yet.
Dancing on the ceiling. Yeah, it's Dean's fault.
But once again, though, Wesley, this just shows you the competitiveness of everyone in the series. Winter, Vortex, Newman, Lobs, Aaron Borg, he's a privateer, Danson, Alters, SVG, he's with Lobs, Rankins with Vortex. We've got Deeth with the Clips. We've got a Vermilion car in the 89 of Wayne Burke in there as well. Ben Faulkner's in the top 10 as well for Vermilion. Bill Sell with Lobs. So every guy's got teams everywhere in the top 10 at the moment.
Going at it. As right now, these guys will work their way back around the corner. Hey, if you like, if you enjoy the race, like, and if you care, you must share, okay? For you to show your love to Australian NASCAR and to these awesome guys, like, subscribe, hit the bell on Highline Broadcasting, or share the Facebook broadcast. Share it. If you care, you must share. As we're under 10 remaining now. There's the pack. There's the top 5. As you see Shane Van Gisbergen poking up as he's got friends. He's got Cody Deeth up high. Don't use him up as wow. Here comes Scott Rankin into the mix with Cody Deeth as well. And Wayne Burke.
Oh, what?
They thought about it. They're brave enough, and the track's wide enough to go 5 wide. Dean, what are you thinking?
I think at the moment there, Wayne Burke was trying to hit himself into line there to get that draft, so he didn't lose too many positions. This is going to be a great finish at the moment. Winter's in lead at the moment. I wonder how much Danson's got in the tank. He saved his tyres a little bit earlier in the run to make a pass for in the last 5 to go.
Wide enough that you could go 5 and 6 wide if you're brave enough, but even 3 wide's a party. Look at this now as Shane Van Gisbergen on the bottom drifts up in front of Borg and Deeth. Double blocks those cars behind him. He says, you're going to come after me? I'm going to come to the bottom and throw a block on Scott Rankin also. And it's all fair. Three wide. Look at Wayne Burke up high as he stacks the ball. Hold on, baby. This is Auto Club, not Darlington. Go get yourself an Auto Club stripe. It might crash you there, Nigel. Wow.
Bill Sell goes on that inside there to make it 3 wide with Kobe Deeth. And whoa! What the? Now Aaron Borg as well. He's a he drives the Ute series, the equivalent to the truck series in Australia. He drives Utes in the category just below the V8 supercars. So he's also another professional driver in the field tonight as Aaron Borg in the 43.
Aaron Borg. There he is in the 43 down to the inside. He's going after Rankin. And look at this now, trying to hold off Van Gisbergen. It's now Cody Deeth on the bottom. And while all this happens, we now, and that, by the way, that's Phil Sell, my apologies. That's the 94. You've got 3 cars that are lob cars, and they all look the same. 4 to go now here in stage number 2 at Auto Club, and a battle for the lead. Winner up top around Danson.
And then Newman's just behind him as well. This
yellow flag is out.
Caution.
Not a yellow flag. 95. Michael Smith, second time he's been involved in an incident, and his car will now have a problem as he is parked it. I think he's already dropped on the pit road. There he is. Oh, my God, what a hit.
Oh.
You just caught a piece of it right there. Man.
Holdsworth's involved as well.
Yeah, Jason Holdsworth for Nitro got collected. He's in the number 34 spot. Keep an eye on this. This is what happened. Holdsworth, he got hit out of nowhere. Watch this. He's in his own little world. Wow. Michael Smith and Jason Holdsworth. Watch this again. Look. Oh! I mean, it's like that guy came out of nowhere.
I don't think it has.
So, yes, caution out. And I got a feeling, Nigel, this will end the stage as well, because I don't think
that's the end of the
they
stage.
can get refired back before the end of stage number 2 at lap number 60. So, Ethan Winter is going to win stage number 2. And everybody is pitting or boxing here right about now. Here they come. Your front runners are pitting right now. Your front runners, your top 15, top 25 for that matter, they're all on pit road. Top 30. Look at this. Okay, maybe one or two guys might have been an oddball out, but for the most part, Nigel, everybody comes down pit road. Ryan Barber did not, maybe some others, but everybody's boxing on pit road.
We got some people in the comments at the moment. Can they make adjustments between stages? 100% they can. They can make whatever adjustments they like. This is what makes it so
and
great.
Nigel and Dean, Ryan Barber will not win the stage because the caution's called when the stage ends. So when that yellow flag come out, Ethan Winter was declared the leader. So even though Barber is the leader now, the field was frozen at the most recent caution, meaning that Ethan Winter will win stage number 2. So, nope. Not if a caution comes out before the end of the stage. Whatever car is up in front will be the stage winner at time of caution. Yes.
We've got plenty of audience. We got Frank
for
from
your
North
question.
Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina.
Frank's up like I am. Frank's up like I am. It's 6 a.m. now, Frank.
I think I spoke to Frank in the on Facebook today. So, g'day, Frank. Well, hoping you're enjoying the stream here tonight. We've got John Hemingway, great racing from John in New Zealand.
Oh, Nigel, you watched me while I was on the Flow Racing broadcast of the Cars Tour. So, what time was it? Your time? Whenever we were live at on the broadcast,
it was about 12:30 p.m. It was lunchtime.
Okay, so it's the afternoon for you. Okay, so you were having lunch, eating a Vegemite sandwich?
I wasn't.
And
I made myself a
Foster's?
steak. I had myself a steak sandwich, actually.
There you go. Steak chicken salt. There you go. Okay. So there you go. I have to come up with something else besides Vegemite sandwiches. Kangaroo. You guys are having kangaroo, right? Wasn't there a race at Bathurst? I think it was a month ago where a kangaroo got hit. Somebody hit a kangaroo and they took the kangaroo and had meat for it. Had feet, meat.
That's also too. A quick shout out to Hayden Millings in the 1192 making his first start. 30th at the moment, and also shout out to Samuel Wright in his first start from New Zealand inside the top 20 in the 44.
There you go. I'm here so I just don't get fined, We're all in this together, though.
The other driver, was Hayden Millings, 28th at the moment in 199, and the other one was Samuel Wright in 18th in the 44.
There you go. Ready to get back out there and go again, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up, third and final stage. Minto X Race says watching for Shane Van Gisbergen, and SVG is back in fourth, up 26 spots. Ladies and gentlemen, the push to the checkered flag in round 7 is on now. 3 wide on the green in turn 1, and Team Lofts is watching. Look at Van Gisbergen up the middle.
lot of loose cars there, especially the 30th of Matt Danson got very loose. 3, 4, 5 wide there, back in the pack there in the top 15 to 20 there, but we're going to concentrate on these guys up the front here. Ethan Winter, SBG, Matt Danson, also Brad Newman on the side as well.
Well, it's a dogfight, man. Right in the words of Top Gun, they are all over the place, scattering. Look at this. It's the equivalent of Joe's apartment when they cut the lights on and the roaches scatter everywhere, hiding under counters, hiding under refrigerators, hiding in the sinks, crevices. They're fighting for every spot they can. But Danson now the new leader as they work off 2.
Lap number 95, guys, will be the lap for everyone needs to think of now. That will get you to the end and will also allow a little bit of fuel for some green-white checkers. We'll have 3 green-white checkers if this race doesn't get finished in the laps that's allocated as well. 4 or 5 wide there in the back.
Look at that action behind the leader. Take your pick. There is excitement everywhere. You know what? Nigel, myself, we're going to wreck our voice. Ladies and gentlemen, crank up your volume. Feel the roar here at Auto Club.
Right in the back there, Tom Frears in there as well. Wow.
Got a car off the pace down below the bottom of the back straightaway.
Put one spinning in the back. Is that Dave?
Dave Olgenczak, stage 1 winner, way off the pace. He's in trouble, but we stay green. Olgenczak in trouble, the South Carolina driver. We're staying green. Nope, they're throwing a caution. Caution's out. 5th caution of the race. I think something else happened. Luke Trahair, Daniel Boyd, they crashed all 4.
Big crash. Ryan Barber's involved.
Ryan Barber involved. Oh no, caution's out. Well, Nigel, there's what happened to Dave Olgenczak originally. There he goes as he spins on the apron.
Yeah, it looks like the 44 got into the back of him. That's who Dave's saying in the game that the 44 got into him. What's happened here? 4 or 5 wide. Oh, no, loose car. Ryan Barber's got loose. If we go back a little bit, I think he got loose, which is what started the crash. That was a quick look then. I'll have a better look when we're on board with Ryan to see what's happened.
The multi-car crash right there, and then they got into it again after Olgenczak had his problems. Watch what happened here off 4. That's Barber. And then he turned back into Trahair, and then they all collect from there. Nowhere to go for the 10. Dave Douglas, Daniel Boyd. And they all just start slamming into one another like they're
Jason Holdsworth
pinball.
And he gets through it. And Jason Holdsworth gets through again with no damage.
Yeah, I just want to clarify, when he saw that 95 shoot up the racetrack a moment ago, it was netcode, and Jason Holdsworth was able to drive right through it without any damage on the number 8 car. So you want to talk about 2 mulligans like in golf? He just got that for the number 8 for Nitro. Watch this again. Watch the car up top, bottom right now, the teal green number 8. Watch this. Watch this. Well, this time he avoided it, but the last time he drove right, slammed through the 95 of Mitchell's car and did not get any damage. Talking about that car there. Watch this. I mean, look at this, baby. Talk about using up your brakes, man. Michael Smith is who he drove through. Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't have thought too many would be going down pit road this time by. A lot of these guys would still have 2 sets of tyres left, so there has to be one more pit stop for these guys to make it to the end, and also there's a lot of guys that would keep that set of tyres up their sleeve just because of a green-white checker. Only reason is, Wesley, can you remember earlier on in the seasons, people like Matt Danson and Ethan Winter made massive inroads into the field on green-white checkers on fresh tyres, so a lot of teams have learned from that there, and will keep that in the back pocket, especially a big track like Auto Club.
I want to send a big hello to Sean little late night entertainment before bed. Thank you, Sean. John Hemingway. Hello to John. Hello, sir. 13 is cursed, I think. Lynn Crosby chiming in. Yeah, the guy that said I'm going to send you on a thing with the Hong Kong. Send you on a cargo bay with a thing of Hong Kong in a cargo bay full of dogs. Yeah, slacker. You're a slacker. Yeah, he passed away, guys. Yeah, Chuck Norris passed away a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Keep an eye out too, guys, as we got Josh Micklemore and Tom Freer on the rise as well, back inside that top 15. Season champion from last year, Josh Micklemore in season number 1, so he's always nice and strong. And Tom Freer as well. He loves a good win, and he's a very talented driver. Watch out for him to see what he can do in that 41 Synergy car.
We're not done yet. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to settle it here.
Green.
Back to green here at Auto Club. Under 60 to go. Oh, the restart trouble crash. 41 Tom Freer just got used up. And they scatter behind them.
What happened
Jamie
there?
Davis, Timo Blundell, and others crash on a restart. Wow. And today's Tom Freer is high on you. Watch
I
this.
think he
Ground
missed a gear.
control, Major Tom. Did Fitzroy Beaumont, Hackney, Project 36, they're all crashing. Unbelievable.
I think he missed a gear on the restart there. Yep, no, couldn't change gears. He's had a hardware failure.
A massive crash. Either somebody spun tires or somebody was not in gear.
Yeah,
Tom Freer.
Wow. It looks like a hardware issue from that there. It goes to change gears and there's just nothing there.
By the way, Nigel, in case somebody did not know or were wondering, our audience, that car is a throwback to Days of Thunder and the City Chevrolet car that Colt Trickle drove.
Well, and
if you did not know, City Chevrolet is a real car dealership in Charlotte owned by Rick Hendrick.
And Robin is racing. Just letting everyone know that's watching out there, that was definitely a hardware issue. Just confirmed from the team then that unfortunate there for Tom Freer. He's commentator's curse. I was talking him up and then his shifter goes. So unfortunate for the 41. I'm sure he'll be back on Tuesday night in the Truck Series.
He's the machine with Chooch Griffiths. You got the Chooch, baby. Oh! And then you're in the grass. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the Chooch. Oakworth, another lucky scare. Watch this again in the 8. I'm okay. I'm all right. To the left of me, jokers to the right. I got guys behind me, in front of me, spinning, but I'm okay. I'm good. I think Jason Holdsworth's got nationwide.
Few cars down pit road probably to fix a little bit of damage on their cars. From Dane Dianisnaga and Josh Perwin, Dave Douglas, Fitzroy Beaumont, Brad Wright.
Nigel, we got our producer in the background complaining about the light in the dark. Turn on the lights, man. The cars are too dark on pit road.
I think we might have to. We'll send a message and say we need to upgrade to the LED lighting. We should say. Yeah, she's dark.
The iRacing updates. Update your power bill.
big crowd in. Big crowd in tonight. If you're tuning in the crowd there tonight, make sure you give us a wave as we go green this time by the pace car lights are out. Look how big the place
Numbers.
is.
Look at this. Yes, big place, man. It's a gargantuan, dude. Oh, yeah. Awesome track. I miss it. Twice. Yes, 2 times I've been to Auto Club. Yep. All right, let's get ready to set up a restart here with Matt Danson now. By the way, he is the defending Australian NASCAR Championship driver from last season. That was a Sunday series bi-weekly. Now, this year, when we finish our second season in the fall, we will then have a 10-race double race week program. How am I saying that? 2 races in 5 weeks is a nice way of selling it. And it'll be the Australian NASCAR Championships Chase All-Stars, and it will be drivers of X and trucks battling for the bragging rights of the Australian NASCAR Championship. But that's going to be another fun 6 weeks in the Next Gen Cup car, right? That's the plan?
Yes, that's correct.
Woo! 10 races, 5 weeks. And they'll be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not done. Nigel, you want to bring us to green, buddy? Come on, little boogity boogity.
Green flag, green flag.
Boogity boogity. Let's go racing.
I didn't want you to do that. I wanted you to call the restart.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. I was just having a drink.
Rewind. Look at dancing up the middle of Shane Van Gisbergen on the bottom. He's got friends as he's got Newman right behind him. He pushes the Lobs cars on the bottom around Edson and board. New leader Shane Van Gisbergen on 4. And look at Newman. Newman will battle SVG just as much as he'll battle everybody else. Loving it. So, Nigel, rest your voice, take a break, take a drink. I will too. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll try this again. Let's feel the roar here at Auto Club. Let's do it again. The sound, crank up your volume.
SPG's in the wall, guys. SPG's in the wall.
Shane Van Gisbergen into the outside wall. He's falling back. He's free falling like lyrics to the Tom Petty song. As at one time he was all the way up to the lead, he now falls back outside the top 20. And now his teammate Brad Newman and Phil Sell, they battle 3 wide. He's got Borg up high. He's got last week's winner in Darlington and Daytona in the middle. And Danson's trying to box whatever lane he can. By the way, there's still 50 laps to go in this race, Nigel.
There's still 50 laps to go, and pit stops will start happening in around that 20 to 20. Oh, big contact there. The pit stop will start happening, I reckon, in about lap 100. No, well, lap 75. No, sorry, I reckon pit stop will start happening around lap 90 to 95, which will then leave some of these guys with one set of tyres there for those green, white, checker finish if we do get to that. So that's something to look out for as well as we ride on board there with up the front there, Brad Newman, Matt Danson, Aaron Borg, Wesley. I don't know, I can't pick it at the moment. They're both all 3 of them are very strong, and don't rule out Kobe Deeth either, and just inside that top 10.
Pick the car, any car. As right now they've worked their way again, baby. 3 and 4 wide. Look at this. You're on board with Scott Rankin. Rankin in 9th. Wake up, Scott. Beam me up, Scotty. Got Rankin right now watching all this going on around him. Look at him fighting that wheel. He's in the middle of that sandwich coming off of turn 2, and somehow he weasels through.
Concentrating hard there, Scotty.
Guys, Shane Van Gisbergen fell all the way back now to 20th. Got to have some work to do, as somebody said in the chat box. I concur. And still plenty of time, by the way, as well. And Nigel, we've seen SVG be in this predicament before, and he climbs back in the front.
That's correct. And if there's a caution that does come out, if he does have a little bit of damage on that car, he can get that fixed up. Whoa! 29's around. 239 into the wall. This will be a caution. No, we're not.
In front of Shane Van Gisbergen. It just happened in front of Shane Van Gisbergen, and there's no caution yet. Jericho is not put out a yellow. My God, Michael Campbell in the grass again. Nigel, go on board, Dean, and show Shane Van Gisbergen, because he just missed that crash. Unbelievable.
Jerry Koch went off, and there was Jason Holdsworth.
Koch went off, and he just spun in front of Shane Van Gisbergen. Watch this, on board with SVG. This has to be the move of the night. Watch what goes on in the front of the windshield. I think it's when they're coming out of 2. Everybody, this is not live. This is on replay. We want to show you what happened and what Shane Van Gisbergen just saw a moment ago. Nigel, I can't believe it, man. I thought he was about to get trashed.
Yep,
here, watch this. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Maybe not.
Yeah. No, I think it might be the next lap. But anyway, that's all right. We'll go back to live pictures now.
Yeah. Oh, man. All I'm going to tell you is just hit rewind, fans. Hit rewind on the broadcast, and you can be able to then click back live again, and you can watch it. That was crazy. Shane Van Gisbergen. Shane Van Gisbergen about got used up by the driver there, Co. And we stay green, Nigel, as now Brad Newman is back up in front again.
And the big split in the field too as well, where there's 3 seconds now. Separating that top 10 as well. Jacob O'Reilly in the 222 now into the top 10. Ben Faulkner as well. 4 Vermilion cars now in that top 10 as well. So they're having a good run tonight as well. But I don't know. I'm going to pick the 43 from Aaron Borg and get this done tonight. He's got a strong car. He's my pick for tonight. If you've got your predictions out there, if you're watching online, put them in the chats at Facebook and YouTube. Tell us what you think of the race, and yeah, also where you're watching from.
And all of that chaos also split everybody up. There's a track map that we have for extra telemetry, and you can see now that there's literally 4 or 5 separate packs of racing all around the racetrack now, as things maybe simmer down here a little bit. Brad Newman now the new leader is dancing though. The Altus entry is running him down. Here he comes. Here, kitty.
And also too, also now into the top 5 is the 94 of Jared Fieldcell. He was complaining on the radio earlier in stage 2 that he was driving a tractor. He was not happy with his car at all. But it looks like some a few adjustments of that during the pit stops, and he's now back into the top 5.
He thinks my tractor's sexy. That's the lyric to a country song, okay, everybody? Is it? Our sis now is dancing on the inside, going after Newman, and all this happens with Aaron Borg. What a save for Aaron Borg early in the race. He's now back on the podium in 3rd, closing in. 43 to go here at Auto Club. They're back in turn 1, Nigel. And here comes Anthony for the lead.
Who can remember the battle of these two in the ANC Championship race at Homestead last year? Incredible race these guys did for 5 or 6 laps, which ended up deciding the championship. So Brad Newman will be looking for a bit of revenge here as well, to take the victory away from Matt to get one back on him. But the pass for lead here, but Matt Danson gets it done going into 3.
Don't take anything away. Don't disregard how good the Altus driver is of the number 30 of Matt Danson. He is a talent. Obviously, as you mentioned, the Australian NASCAR Championship Series winner last year on the bi-weekly Sunday series. He has 20 career wins. This is his 98th start tonight, by the way. 20 wins, 50 top 5s, and 66 top 10s. He's the new leader, but Newman says, not so fast. I'm going to the bottom.
Well, Aaron Borgs is sitting behind thinking to himself, you guys use your tyres up as much as you can. I'm just going to just chill out here as well, the same as Ethan Winter behind as well, going for 2 wins in a row after the win last week at Darlington.
He says, I want my spot back. By the way, Ethan Winter, a 2-time winner this season. He won Daytona, and he won last week at Darlington. Other winners include Matt Danson at Echo Park, Cody Deeth at Coda, his first career win. Shane Van Gisbergen won at Phoenix. Brody Kostecki won the following week at Vegas. And with now 40 laps to go, 80 miles remaining, the battle of cat and mouse going on now. Mono-y swine. Here comes now Borg. Here comes Winter. He's back alongside the 43. And they bump with one another coming into the tri-oval. Man, we thought that there's a bad rivalry between Newman and Winter. We think there might be a new rivalry with Borg and Winter here. Watch this. Nose to tail now, going to 3, Nigel. 40 to go.
So these 4 have split the field a little bit now. So in the next 5 laps, the pit window does open to get to the end. So who's going to come down early? Who's going to stretch the run right out? Whose tyres are already gone, they need to come to that pit road to get that extra speed, or whose tyres have been looked after and can go to the end? These are the questions we're going to find out in the next 10 to 15 laps.
And if you have been saving something, make no mistake about it, it is time to unveil it. It is time to show your strengths now.
And for those asking about SPG out there online, he did have a little accident, got into the wall, got some heavy damage on that car about 10 laps ago. So if we get a yellow, that car can be fixed. That damage will be fixed and he can still get up the front. So just remember though, he's only running about 0.3 of a lap slower than the leaders at the moment. So with the new set of tyres on that car, watch out if we do get a yellow.
Hello to Aaron Dorman. Aaron Dorman obviously runs with us when he can. He says, I'm with the Australian Wide Racing guys. Hello, buddy. My buddy Emmett Crow watching in Wichita Falls, Texas. Right now it is 5:26 a.m. Central Standard Time, U.S. for him. We come on the air at 4 a.m. their time. He also is an announcer. Called a couple of races with him. Emmett Crow. That's right now, Danson. Leading 3 wide. Here we go. Keep an eye on Phil Sell. Bicklemore. Pick a car as a Rodley's in the triple deuce alongside on the bottom as they work off 4.
Cody D's in there as well. Josh Micklemore looking to get some good results. What else we got in there as well? We've got Tyre Scott Rankin.
Nigel, bottom line, new names in the top 10. Now, my question is this. When do they come down pit road? We know they're going to have to pit, Nigel. When is that going to happen? 3 wide now.
Well, the thing is, too, for those that are watching in at home as well, you've got to worry about the draft as well. So if you can get 4 or 5 cars together to come down pit road, to especially draft down that back straightaway, we saw earlier on in the night, about 20 laps ago, when Wayne Burke got caught on the inside, he dropped 4 or 5 positions just alone on that back straightaway. So that's one thing we've got to see, is we've got to pass the lead here with Ethan Winter.
Remember, green flag pit stops are a totally different scenario when you box in green flag racing conditions than under caution. Now, some people might be hopeful that a yellow flag will come out. They just don't want to be the yellow flag. 35 to go. Either we're going to see that happen or we're going to see green flag pit stops here coming up in less than, I think, 10 laps, Nigel. Wow. There goes Ethan Winter. Excuse me, coming through. Bypasses the crash lap car of Daniel Boyd.
If I was in the car tonight and I was crew chief in these cars, I'd come in 10 laps with 25 to go. That's when I would come in. That's where I would go, which will leave you 25 laps to go to the end. To make up any positions that you can run the car flat out knowing you only got 25 laps, and also too, so you guys to have a spare set of tyres if that green-white checker comes out.
And here we go. Talk about going for an undercut. Matt Danson, Altus Racing on pit road by himself. I wonder if he thought somebody was going to go with him. Either they missed the memo or they hung him out to dry, Nigel.
Who would know? That's a risky call there from Matt Danson, but Matt Danson's always wanted to do something a little bit different to see what he can do, but I'm sure his crew chiefs and team behind him at Altus Engineering certainly be working some sort of strategy out.
They might think there's going to be a caution. By the way, if we do have a late race caution, there is also 3 attempts at overtime. Here they come now, working off 4, scraping off the wall. Here comes the top 10. They were nose to tail. Now we're back 3 wide again. Licking their chops like they're fighting for the last piece of kangaroo meat on the table. No crumbs left behind and neither the bones. As there's Danson back out on track in the middle of the top 10. Down the back straightaway now with 32 to go.
He'll get past these guys over these fresher tyres, but how much of those fresher tyres will he have to use to get past all these guys? Oh, he's wibbling around there a bit loose there coming out of 4. Aaron Borg's in.
Borg, he's boxing. Here comes now Dane Diego Snadden. He's on pit road now, Nigel.
The cars are starting to come down now. I think it's maybe a little bit too early. I would have went maybe another 5 more laps, 7 laps.
Rankin looked like he was dirt trucking it there for a minute. And I'm pretty good at reading lips, but I don't want to unveil what I think he just said on the steering wheel a moment ago. There was an F -- word, as the guy said in, yeah, there you go. You up my little, yeah. As the guy, as Ralphie said in Christmas Story. Burke and Newman battle now for the lead. Is this for second? Winner up ahead. He's gone. 1.7 seconds to 39. And look at them all nose to tail. Some side by side behind them. Phil Sell and Faulkner battle. O'Reilly in the mix also. Then Burke and Newman go at it again.
Maybe that was something that we could do, guys, is especially since Scotty Rankin's got his camera on, we could do 1 or 2 with him on the camera, and then we do the pit graphic as well, showing his inputs, and go on board with him as well, just to show everyone at home that this may be just a computer game, maybe, but there's a lot of work.
So let's go on board with Scott Rankin, and this is down below on camera with Scott Rankin in real time. 30 to go, and they're debating when they're going to come to pit road also. O'Reilly, move it. Oh, that's Purwine, actually. And he's got a car to the left of me. Clowns to the left of me, Jokers to the right. Look at this now, as Cody Deep just come down pit road. We'll see you in the box. Woo!
He's watching on the outside there as he comes in the corner on the cars on the outside. You can see on his screen as well. So there he goes, checks who's there as well. He's He's not happy.
That car come out of nowhere. Irwine. Kerwin up the high side as Newman. All this going on now is missed them all. Brad Newman's coming to pit road, guys. Brad Newman's on pit road. Here he comes. Newman's in.
Fuel cells down as well.
Oh, they're teammates. Fuel cell is in. Newman is in. Will Van Gisbergen come in? He's now back up to 9th, by the way, for everybody that's wondering. Shane Van Gisbergen has climbed back to 9th. Amongst all of these green flag pit stops. I got a feeling, Nigel, he wants to come down pit road. He's got damage on the 97, maybe, but he's still in the fight. He's hanging in there with it.
I think his strategy now is that he's gonna stay out as long as he can. I think there's gonna be a caution. I think he's got his car's still fast enough to do some damage, if without fixing the damage. So let's just see what happens here, because anything can happen on these green flag pit stops.
Faulkner, Wayne Berg, Jacob O'Reilly, and Josh Mickelmore all on pit road. They're boxing. Here comes now Newman back on track. Remember, guys, they got to stay below the white line before they hit the cone on the backstretch. That is the blend line. Just like in real NASCAR racing, they have it in iRacing. If you advance your position and climb the banking before you hit the blend line, you will suffer a penalty. Dang, Diego Snadden unlapping himself. That shows you how fresh those tires are and how used up the other tires are for these other cars. More pitting. Glendale on pit road. Beaumont on pit road. Campbell, Coe on pit road. Freer, Resnick on pit road. Here we go, back straightaway with Winter in the lead. And all of this crazy racing going on behind him, Nigel. And they ain't come to pits yet. 25 to go.
It would be, if it was me, now would have been the perfect time to pit. I would have went 25 to go. Here he comes. Perfect timing, I think, for the 39 of Ethan Winter.
And now there are 4 cars that have not pitted yet. Those 4 cars include Josh Berwin, Scott Rankin, Tyler Williams, and Shane Van Gisbergen. Last time they all pitted, lap 58, 25 to go. Now they cannot go the distance. Ethan Winter now on pit road. By the way, Josh Berwin and Brad Wright, Keith Hackney, they pitted on lap 68 of this race. Can that 10 laps be enough, Nigel, do you think, to stretch it? Or are they going to have to come back down pit road, you think?
Oh, they definitely do have to come down pit road. There's no denying that.
No question about it. Yeah.
No question about that.
Rankin in the wall! Scott Rankin tags the safer barrier out of 2. Remember, he came on the air as Kelvin Clark pits. He talked about if you start seeing the cars loose and hitting the wall, the tires are gone. Well, guess what, Scott Rankin? Your tires are gone on the Toyota. And he says, I copy bait. I'm coming down pit road. Tyler Williams, 99 on pit road as well. Shane Van Gisbergen is now up to 2nd for anybody that was asking. That's Berwin and Van Gisbergen now. The next 2 cars, SVG now 2nd. Remember, on a restart, he got damage. Here comes Brad Wright. Here comes Jason Holdsworth. They're on pit road. Dane Van Gisbergen is in this same sequence that his teammates and others were on at lap 58. I think, honestly, Shane Van Gisbergen is trying to stay up in the front because he thinks there's going to be a caution. He gets the caution. He comes down pit road, Nigel, and they can try to fix some of the damage he might have got.
That's correct, and he'll have fresher tyres as well, because 2 or 3 lap fresher tyres in these cars make all the difference. I'll be just keeping an eye on cars coming out of turn numbers 2 and 4, and credit to all the drivers out there they're actually keeping those cars as straight as they can. They're getting very, very loose coming out of turn number 4 especially. But it's a credit to all the skills of these drivers to hold it together and not bring out the caution.
Not in yet. So, Irwin, Bang Bang Gisbergen, Keith Hackney are the next ones to pit. Strategy-wise, they're going to have to come down pit road before the end of this race, audience. There's no way they can go the distance. And Matt Danson now is being showed as a cycle of being the new leader. And you know what, Nigel? If I'm the Altus Engineering number 30 and I'm his crew, I'm talking to him, I'm telling him right now, don't use your car up. Don't wear out your tires. Don't race anybody aggressively, because you know Irwin, Van Gisbergen are going to have, and Hackney are going to have to come down pit road.
Oh, 100%.
And Shane's in.
Let's be right on board here with Ethan Winter. This is a good little battle here as well between these guys here. Wayne Burke on the outside. Now, you just watch you now. Oh, and he's going to try to slide back in here, so that's going to make him a little bit quicker. But if he stayed on that inside there, he would have been lost to that little pack of cars quite quickly with the draft as well. So, oh, great run out of number 4 there for Winter.
Two-time winner this year. He won Daytona. He won last week at Darlington for Team Vortex. And right now, he is moving his way back to 7th, getting around Newman. And Wayne Burke for Team Vermilion watching along as well. Josh Purwine is the fastest car on the racetrack. He just turned the fastest lap of the race, everybody, with a 40.205. Under 20 to go now. If you're doing the math, that's less than 40 miles left here at Auto Club.
Well, anybody's right. You could get a caution and all these things could turn around quite quickly. As we've got some light traffic coming up ahead now with Ethan Winter, Wayne Burke and Brad Newman now, 7th, 8th and 9th. Cars to watch out for, as those cars are a little bit slower as well because they haven't pitted yet, so we'll keep an eye on that. But it's going to be a interesting finish to the race, that's for sure.
Who is going to win this one? Will we see winner become a 3-time winner in back-to-back, or is somebody else going to prevail? As Purwine still in the lead, dancing now to 2nd. There's Phil Sell. Off the pace just a little bit, man. Keith Hackney falling back now to the clutches of the top 5. And the cars with the fresher tires, Nigel, are overpowering the other guys.
We've got Winter, Newman, all in a little battle here as well. Coming out of lap 109. Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. I'm looking at the moment. I've had a complete stuff up then, guys. Hang on.
We are closing in on lap 109. We're on lap 108 of 125 laps the distance. It's right now at the end of this 250 miles. Josh Purwine right now hitting his marks as they work their way back across the corner. Boy, what a fun 250 miles it's been tonight here at Auto Club, and it's not done yet. It's now Borg has got an opportunity on the high side. Look at Aaron Borg trying to gang up on Phil Sell, and Winner's on the bottom, and they're coming to the line. 15 to go. And this type of racing right here, Nigel, is paramount, but it can lead to a late race caution in the late rally as well. And this is on. Here we go.
Three seconds up ahead is Matt Danson. 10 lap fresher tyres for Ethan Winter over Matt Danson at the moment. The last lap was a 41.55 for Danson, a 41.01 for Ethan. So 5/10 of a lap quicker, Ethan Winter in the 39 Vortex car.
But remember, the more you push your car and the harder they drive their competition, Nigel, the quicker they can use up their tires also. So that has to be something to take into consideration as Ethan Winter now beginning his ascent by himself, clear air except the car in front of him, and that is Matt Danson. As now, Heath Hackney, the Georgia boy for Nitro, on pit road, and Josh Perwine's in. Here's the battle for the win. Danson Winter coming for the lead off of 3.
The last lap alone was a 41.69 for Matt Danson. Ethan Winter, it was a 40.94. Massive difference between those cars at the moment. About 8/10 quicker Ethan Winter is than Matt right now.
Matt Danson watching the field get in his rear view mirror quicker than he wants to. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. And this is a reality for Danson as Winter has really closed in on the gap.
1.8, just that little bit down the back straightaway. He's closed the gap by 0.2 of a second on Matt Danson.
Closing in on 13 to go as Danson. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Next time we're live on Highline Broadcasting Thursday night, Dylan McDonald and myself, we're at Talladega with the truck. The Australian NASCAR Truck Series, round 7, presented by CP Electrical. As right now, Nitro Racing presents round 7 of the Australian X Series of Australian NASCAR. Here comes Winter. He's after Danson. He's on his back door. He dives to the inside. Lap
match
100 was the last time Winter pitted. Lap 91 was when Danson pitted. Look at the difference 10 laps makes on tires, Nigel.
No competition there for Ethan Winter in the 39 on the 30 car. Danson, unfortunately, at the moment. We would like to see a good battle of these guys here. And I'd love to see all these guys get bunched up and we have a good 3-wide finish to the end. How good would that be, Wesley?
Be phenomenal. But by the way, Ethan Winter is trying to become a 3-time winner this year. If he can pull it off.
And just
as he got around the office engineering number 30 at Danson. You're on board now with Jared Philsell. Philsell going after Vermillion. By the way, we do want to say thank you to Team Connie. Connie and they did help out with the setup on these cars tonight for Auto Club is what Scott Rankin was telling us. So thank you to Conti. As right now, it is Winter the leader, Danson second. Ford gets around Philsell. He's on a mission for 3rd now.
Yeah, just to clarify that with the Conti, they made the sets for the Vermillion and the Vortex guys. So there are other teams out there and other sets as well, using other branded sets. So they were the ones who helped those guys out a little bit as well. But we see Wayne Berkey coming up on the back there of the car of the 89 of the 30 car of Matt Danson as we run into as the Cooch will come down pit road now as well. Whoa.
Wayne Bork. And look at now, Danson. Man, I think Danson's used up his tires. Nigel, remember we talked about that. The harder you push your car, the harder your tires fall off. That's what's going on to the office engineering number 30.
And just behind them, we've got Jared Philsell in 4th as well. And also with his teammate Brad Newman behind him to round out the top 5. Also, don't rule out Cody Deeth as well. He does have a fast car underneath him. We could show them in stages 1 and 2.
A late race caution to change everything. Ladies and gentlemen, here they come at Auto Club. Oh, how we missed this track in real life. Down to the line, 9 to go, single digits. Philsell, E-Lobs down to the inside. Lobs Esports trying to go for Burke. He cannot clear him. Oh, and by the way, Newman is right there. He's got friends as we got a new leader. It is Winter. After Danson used up his tires, Danson is falling back. He's fell back to 4th. Winter got around Danson. Bork just got around Danson. And other cars, Wayne Bork and Jared Philsell down the new podium. His Burke, we're understanding is working his way back through the field. He is in 12th. He could possibly get a top 10 out of the deal. And a caution, Nigel, can change everything here.
Oh, 100% it can. As well. close to getting up there in the wall. But yeah, you're 100% right. A caution changes everything right now. With only 8 laps to go here, so we're going to watch out for this here. A lot of these teams up the front all have fresh tyres. So I'd say the top 15, top 20, I'd say will all have fresh tyres to go if it goes green, white, checker.
Battle for 7th. Josh Mickelmore and Borg, they battle. Josh Mickelmore, the inaugural X Series champion last year. There goes O'Reilly in the triple deuce on the bottom. And Irvine right behind him. And we have Faulkner's car now, the 28, all mixed in that battle. As right now, new names in the top 10. At one time, Scotty Rankin down back to 10th. Winner, Bork, Phil Sell, Danson, Newman, top 5. Mickelmore, O'Reilly, Borg, Rankin. It's a massive Aussie line form with 7 to go here at Auto Club. At your top 10.
Well, Winter at the moment, he is close to 2/10 quicker than anyone in the field at the moment. He is absolutely flying in that 39 car. He wants that back-to-back victory. Who can remember last year in the ANC Championships where he missed out at the end of the year due to family commitments? So he missed out on racing for the championship for ANC, but he's certainly making up for it this year with going for win number 3.
And back-to-back for that matter. He started the season winning Daytona. He had a winner last week at Darlington. And remember, it is all about consistency. And if you consistently win, it helps you in your run to the chase. He's already leading the points on the road to the chase. And he's now looking for win 3 as we now watch Mickelmore, O'Reilly. There's Aaron Borg. He's reeling them in as all this going on again, coming out of 4. 6 to go.
Very loose, the 31 there, but we'll go back up the front now with Danson and Newman having a battle up the front here as well, trying to get back forward to try.
And there goes Brad Newman down to the inside. Altus Engineering, number 30 of Newman. I think he's used up his tires. Matt Danson has. Brad Newman is right there, stride for stride, down the back straightaway. Oh, and by the way, there goes KD, COTA winner. First career win for him at COTA in week 3 of the season. Cody Deeth is right there in the top 5. Danson up high, fighting all he can. Look at the way he's turning that wheel. Tires are gone. And we're 5 to go, 4 to go here at Auto Club, Nigel. And Winner is still the leader, and he's gone. Interval now, 3 seconds over Borg. Wayne Burke, 3.3 seconds back to Ethan Winner. And Nigel, here comes the Lobs Esports cars. They're now back to 3rd and 4th. Can they run down the 39 and the 89?
Well, last lap alone there, Wesley, Wayne Burke was 2/10 of a lap quicker than Brad Newman and only 1/10 quicker than Jared Filsell.
Now, Shane Van Gisbergen is in 11th, 14 seconds back. Ironically, he finished 11th in the Cookout 400 for Trackhouse at Martinsville on Sunday. 3 laps to go. Coming to the penultimate lap, this time by, there is Ethan Winner. Is a statement being made? Vortex calling their shot, not only for the chase, but the Road Fort Championship, Nigel. 2 to go. Ethan Winner looking for win 3 and back-to-back after winning Darlington.
Incredible run by the 39, but right now all he'll be thinking about is get to that start-finish line to take the white flag. That's the only thing on his mind.
Ethan Winner working his way into corner number 4. The Vortex Sim Sport number 39. It's his marks. He's got plenty of traction and plenty of distance between Winner and Bork. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go here at Auto Club. Oh, how we missed this track in real life. But what a dandy tonight. Round number 7 of the Australian NASCAR X Series, Ethan Winter, looking for his 14th career win. He will tie Darren McKenzie for 4th on the all-time win list. His 3rd of the year, back-to-back after winning Darlington. Ethan Winter punches his ticket again, winning at Auto Club. Take notice, Aussie NASCAR world. Ethan Winter is back. And this might be the guy you're going to have to knock off the pedestal for the season.
Absolutely incredible run there by Ethan there tonight. Back-to-back win victories, coming off the win last week at Darlington, coming here tonight to Auto Club. The 39 Vortex car heading back to victory lane. Congratulations, Ethan Winter.
Ethan Winter, 3rd win this year, as I mentioned, 14th career win. He'll tie Darren McKenzie for 4th on the all-time win list now with 14 wins apiece. 37 top 5s and now 47 top 10s for Ethan Winter. Wayne Burke, hold your head high. What a solid run for him. It's been an up and down year for the 89. And Jared Filsell, Nigel, we'll get a chance to talk to this guy. He's got another podium finish this season in 94.
A great finish by the 94, but the 89 car of Wayne Burke as well. That was an impressive run. Very impressive run for the 89 Vermilion car. We'll talk to him next.
There's your podium finishers, as again, 3 different teams, Vortex, Vermilion, and Lobs, all split them on the podium here at Auto Club as Ethan Winter will prepare to burn it down. Look at the celebration for this guy, popping the headers. Man, I miss Auto Club. What a fun race tonight here, no doubt. And you know what, Nigel? This race had it all. There was the cautions, there was the big wrecks, there was the strategy, there was the strategy at the end of the stages, there was the strategy of the long green flag run and the green flag pit stops. It had it all here tonight at Auto Club. And at the end of 250 miles, 125 laps, 15 lead changes under green with 8 drivers, 6 cautions for 18 laps. Cody Deeth was the hard charger, up 26 spots to finish in a good top 5. Ethan Winter led 47 of 125 laps. Just Perwine, fastest man of the race, as I mentioned in the late rally, 42.05. And Dave Oljanczak, the Georgia driver, or South Carolina driver, had problems earlier, never kind of fell back and recovered after that. Here's the results presented by Nitro here, as we will grab Winter, Burke, and Phil Sell in a moment. They are the podium drivers. Brad Newman is 4th, Matt Denson 5th, what might have been for the number 30. Cody Deeth, Jacob O'Reilly, Josh Micklemore, Aaron Borg, and Scott Rankin, your top 10.
Lobs Esports, Shane Van Gisbergen finishes in 11th with Vortex. Tip Sports, Tyler Williams finishes in 12th. Josh Perwin from Vermilion Esports in 13th. Samuel Wright in his first start tonight finishes position 14th. Dane Diego Standard for Australian Racing rounds out your top 15. Brad Wright finishes in 16th tonight with Jason Holdsworth for Nitro Racing in 17th. Ben Faulkner representing Vermilion Esports in 18th. Keith Hackney for Nitro Racing in 19th. And Kelvin Clark for 1-9, his first top 10 this season.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start calling Joshua Holdsworth Ghost Man, because he missed a lot of things tonight as the Ghost with all those cars crashing around him. Jamie Davis, 21st. Britton Hobson, 22nd. Daniel Boyd, 23rd. Brandon Griffiths, 24th. Jason Martin, top 25. Angus Lawford had a 26th finish before the lights went out. And then, of course, it is Dave Douglas, Timo Blundell, Fitzroy Beaumont, Hayden Millings, top 30, all multiple 40-plus laps down, top 30.
And rounding out the field tonight, Jerry Koch, Michael Campbell, Clayton Davis, Tom Freer, Luke Trahir, Dave O, Ryan Barber, Trent Gosley, Michael Smith, and Blaine Densley rounds out the 40-car field tonight.
And by the way, speaking of Shane Van Gisbergen, 11th place finish, as we mentioned, and ironically, an 11th place finish at Martinsville in the Cookout 400 for Trackhouse. So always enjoy when SVG can pop in and run with us, running for Lobs Esports. We're taking a break. When we come back, we've got post-race. We will talk to winner Burke and Phil Sell in just a moment. Stay with us. More coverage from Auto Club, presented by Nitro Racing when we return on Highline.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome back. The Australian NASCAR X Series, the Nitro Racing coverage on Highline Broadcasting. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, and hit that bell for coverage on YouTube. Next broadcast will be on Thursday night, of course, with yours truly and Dylan McDonald, the Australian NASCAR Truck Series, presented by CT Electrical. We're going to be at Talladega. We'll give you all the details on that in a moment. Set the stage for next week. Can't believe we're already into round 8 of the season after we have wrapped up round 7 tonight. Ethan Winter joins us. Vortex Sim Sports does it again. Not only is it his 3rd win of the season, he has now got his 14th career win. He is tied 4th on the all-time win list of Australian NASCAR victories with Darren McKenzie and Ethan Winter. Nothing like Darlington, right? What a battle. What a strategy. What a way to come back and win this thing, sir. Congratulations. Win 3 and again back-to-back.
Yeah, absolutely not like Darlington. I was heading into that last stage, and I wasn't too sure who had what. Honestly, it's hard to tell with these stages. Obviously, being a bit shorter, it's hard to tell who's got the best long run speed. And I think Dave and Shane might have been my biggest threats there, but they got involved in some other stuff. So I was fortunate on that end. But just kind of got into a rhythm there and bring it home in P1.
Well, congratulations on your 2nd place tonight, Ethan. Matt Danson went down a lot earlier than the rest of the field. Was you at any stage going to go down with him, or you always had your lap that you were going to go down and no matter what it
I was honestly targeting a few laps later, but with everyone going down much earlier than I anticipated, especially Matt, I wasn't actually worried about Matt. He definitely went down too early, but the rest of them definitely made me kind of bring up the pit stop to 2 laps earlier, and I guess it kind of worked out there. I got by Wayne and Jared pretty quick with the tyre offset initially, and then just kind of saved them while I was in the lead, and here we are.
Ethan, was tonight a statement to say, hey, I'm back, Vortex is back, I'm ready to make a run for a championship, or at least to punch yourself in the chase?
I think the overall season is a statement. I think tonight's any different to how I've been running. I'm just really executing on all fronts at the moment and having a lot of good fortune, which definitely will run out at some point. Hopefully not in the playoffs when it matters, but we'll just keep going, putting the laps in and see how it turns out.
Hey, final question, and please segue this into thanking your sponsors. How fun is this car, especially driving it when it's on the edge like it was tonight for many on occasions?
Yeah, coming from a sprint car, it's a lot of close racing and quick decisions, and I'm honestly having more fun with these at the moment. The stage racing is a heap of fun. I'm sure all the guys at the front could say that. It's plenty of mixing it up, and it's a heap of fun at the moment. So And obviously thanks to Nick, Odenjart, Team Conti, the set was mega. I kind of made the right adjustment there at the end, but didn't ever feel tight, which was, I think, a common problem tonight, among others. So thanks to him, thanks to you guys in the broadcast, thanks to Nigel and Jason for running the league. Thanks to Monington Toyota and Cannyville Toyota, Pete Racing Products, Grandlogical Data, Ray White McLean, Vermilion Esports for the ongoing partnership. I'm definitely benefiting from the partnership, and I hope they are too. Pace Graphics for the cool liveries, and Casey Summers Photography.
Yeah, for people that did not know, in addition to his third win this year, 14th overall, he will now accumulate 37 top fives and now 47 top tens as well. He is a two-time Oceanic Dirt Sim Events Australian Dirt Sprint Car Aussie champion of iRacing, and now making a call and a shot towards the Australian NASCAR X Series crown for Vortex Sim Sport. That is Brisbane, Australia's Ethan Winter. Let's grab now the man that'll finish second. Wayne Burke, it is good to talk to you, buddy. It has been a while. You will finish on the podium in second, sir. Your take of Auto Club. If this might have been about another 5-10 laps, do you think you could have called him?
No, it has been a while since I've spoken to you guys, which is a bit unfortunate. But no, it's nice to be back here again, probably getting towards the right end of the season too. But no, I don't think so. I think Ethan, with the slightly fresher tyre than me, definitely had me covered. Don't think I quite had the car to take to him at the end, but no, to finish P2, bank some points, hopefully put me, I think I was on the bubble before this round, so got good stage points tonight, which is good, and good points to move me up a bit and make it a bit safer in the remaining regular season rounds.
Well, congratulations, Wayne, on your second place tonight. I saw in your run tonight that you tried to get into the inside there, but couldn't quite keep in the draft. Was there a stage there that you were trying to push yourself back up in there so you didn't lose those positions, especially during those stages?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, I was just trying to really look after the tyre. I knew that the tyre wear would be pretty big, especially even in the 30-lap stages. So I was trying to find some clean air, hopefully run on the bottom and let them sort themselves out a little bit. It's probably a bit of a shame that the second stage ended 2 or 3 laps early, because I was just starting to make some moves there. But yeah, and then in that last stage, I was able to find a nice hole, which was good, after the first shenanigans on the first part of the stage. But yeah, it was good to find a hole, and then I saw Danson pit. I'm like, that's very early, and I knew the overcut would be quite powerful. So yeah, sort of tried to pit later than everyone else. I think Ethan was already out of range, even by the pit stop window, so I didn't really worry about him. But yeah, it was nice to be able to get places on Jared and Brad and Matt at the end there on the slightly fresher tyre.
Wayne Burke, the man out of Melbourne, Australia, will, of course, now pick up his 20th top 5, 32nd top 10. He's got 5 career wins in the Australian NASCAR Series. Wayne, I want to say probably the last time you were in victory lane was the street race at Chicago last year in the X Series, it seems like.
Yeah, probably not far away. And I just saw, I think there's a nice road course in the chase for me, so that's quite good. But yeah, it's nice to finish second on an oval. See what happens next week at Rockingham.
There you go. Rockingham, the Rock. And by the way, the real NASCAR Cup Series is off in observance of Easter, but the NASCAR O'Reilly Series of the NASCAR Camping World Craftsman Truck Series and ARCA Series will be at Rockingham this Friday and Saturday. The Rock will be where we will be for round 8 next Tuesday night. And of course, that is Wayne Burke. Let's grab now the man that'll finish in third. That is Jared Philsell for Lobs Esports. Well, Jared, your take of this race. It was wild. It was chaotic. The teal, green, and blue cars were definitely making noise. Highs and lows for all 3 of you guys. Philsell, Newman, and Van Gisbergen, I meant to say. But at the end, sir, you finish on the podium. Your take of surviving Auto Club tonight.
Yeah, g'day. Yeah, it was going to be a pretty lonely night for Brad there. Unfortunately, Shane and I were ready to call it quits after the first 30 laps. we feel like we've been stitched up and we've been given a setup that is basically a tractor. So that thing was the worst setup I've ever driven in my life on the sim, I reckon. That was outright painful. So we made an adjustment at the end, and I just sent the thing, and it was a lot better than what I had to deal with for the first 100 laps. So yeah, that was very frustrating.
Well, congratulations on your third tonight. I did hear in game he was calling it a tractor. I just was wondering what type of tractor you're talking about, and will that feature in the Lobs Facebook picture of the week that we usually see on the social medias?
Oh man, that was I wouldn't say a tractor, probably a front end loader. That it was it was awful. I can't describe
Now, Jared,
unenjoyable that was to drive.
Now, Jared, is that just for the Lobs cars, or is this for every car tonight that ran on Auto Club, do you feel?
No, I think that was just us. We we rocked up, and the number one car shared some setups, and yeah, they just weren't it.
There's awful. Like some I'm not trying to stir the pot anywhere, but it sounds like there's some dissension in the ranks. Am I right here, maybe?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I just want to call my shot. I'm sorry. It sounds like there's a little beef within.
Looks like the racing for Numo's coming off the car.
Yeah, might have to. He's stitched us up a beauty. Shane and I were off him. We were going to probably put him in the pits if we got near him, but he was just too fast. he could drive that thing.
Jared?
We couldn't. Yeah, if I got there, I would have turned him for stitching us up. That was it's just a joke. But he I don't know how he drove it at the start. Shane and I were there was a lot of profanity in the Lobs Discord.
Shane Van Gisbergen cussing Aussie at 5 o'clock in the morning, American style. Jared, well, in the end of the day, man, Adelaide, Australia driver, you will finish in third, bud. So at the end of the day, you bounce back above everybody else on the Lobs Esports team, and you at least get a third out of the deal. So thank your sponsors, and I just say you guys do some test and tuning. Get ready for Rockingham next week.
Testing and tuning is against Lobs policy, so we just rock up and race, unfortunately. So whatever we get given, we drive, and unfortunately, Brad's given us an absolute.
There might need to be some. There might need to be some more
beeping.
Yeah.
No, I'd like to thank OG Gear, Paulie, for jumping on board this year, and I'd like to thank Brad for the setup tonight. Obviously, it wasn't it, but I made an adjustment at the end and still beat him to line, so he can cop that.
I love it. Shane Van Gisbergen on that restart when he was up in the top three. Did he get in the wall on his own, or was it the setup that made him hit the wall? You think, Jared?
I'd like to say the setup, but I haven't seen the crash. But I'll go all in on it's the setup and Brad's fault. So we can.
All right, there you go. Jared Philsell, he won a couple of races last year. He's got 2 career wins for the Lobs Esports Farmhouse in the
tractor. John Deere.
6 top 5s and 7 top 10s. And some women think the tractor's sexy. Okay, Jared. So just enjoy the rest of the night. We'll see you next week. All right, there you go. Oh, wow.
Cheers, man. We're going to play Monopoly, so I'm going to do some deals with Shane, and Brad can go bankrupt first.
There you go. That's right. That's it. A little funny money. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 and get Boardwalk as quickly as you can. All right. Wow. Nigel. It sounds like Lobs has got some dissensions in the ranks, man. You can't make this up. I love it.
Bit of banter between teams. That's what you'll love to see, isn't it?
I mean, did we literally just hear the guys at Lobs Farmhouse say, if I could get to Brad Newman, I would turn him? Like SVG and both Jared Philsell think that Newman gave them a sabotage setup. I don't. It's like a daytime drama. It's like a soap opera. And the story continues next week at The Rock. Here's a look at the upcoming schedule. We are nearing the end of the regular season before the chase. in the Australian NASCAR X Series chase presented by Nitro Racing right here on Highline. Rockingham next week, Bristol, Kansas, Talladega. Oh my goodness, put me to bed, Nigel. These are going to be some big races for the final five, or the final four, correction, before the chase determines it.
It's going to be a cracking couple of weeks as well. I'm actually looking forward to going to Rockingham next week. It's a track I don't think we've been to in the X Series before. So that's going to be a great race next Tuesday night with Bristol, Kansas and Talladega to end. A full cracking race.
Yeah, man, you got to love the Rock. Rockingham is such a fun track. It's a mile track, and it's going to be a really, really good one for sure. I hope that people take the time to definitely enjoy this one because it's going to be fun. As always, want to remind you that you can follow the excitement of the Australian NASCAR X Series trucks and the championship coming up later on in the season with the Cup cars by going to Australian NASCAR on Facebook. Give them a like. I'm going to convince these guys to create Instagram, X, TikTok, Snappy Chat. They got to get all this stuff on social media and join the world of social media just to expand and grow. Thank you for all of our new followers, new people that might not even know racing or iRacing or just fans of Shane Van Gisbergen or becoming fans of the sport. Thank you all so much. We appreciate you, Americans, mates and mateys, everyone around the world. Thank you so much from everybody at Australian NASCAR. For Jason Holdsworth, Nigel Siddell, Dylan McDonald, he'll be back with me on Thursday, the birthday boy yesterday. We'll all have the trucks at Talladega on Thursday as well. For Nigel Siddell, Bigglestein Hopton on production, I am Wesley Outland. Congratulations to Ethan Winter. Team Vortex strikes again. His third win back-to-back. And everybody take notice as the road to the chase is on. Ethan Winter is thinking championship. We'll see you next week at The Rock.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.